Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Behind the Pine podcast. I'm Chris Demo here at Murphy's Law Irish Pub in Rochester, New York in the Easton Alex Entertainment District. I have my friends Kira and Sam here with me today. Thank you guys for joining us today. So before we get rolling, I do want to do our local shout out. As you guys know, we've been trying to incorporate a little bit of a local shout out for a local business here. It doesn't have to be bar orientated. And today is Refresh Smoothie Bar. Refresh is a health food smoothie bar. They have acai bowls. They have everything. It's delicious. I've been going to them since they opened up their first location on Park Avenue. They're now in Greece, Gates, Fairport, soon to be Brockport, maybe. Please, if you ever get a chance, go check out Blair and her crew. They're awesome. The smoothies that I always get the El Manolo. That's my thing. They're delicious. Make sure you stop by and check them out and let them know that Behind the Pine sent you. So Kira and Sam, welcome to Behind the Pine podcast. I know Kira and I have known each other. Sam and I just met tonight. But if you guys want to introduce yourselves, let us know how long you've been in the industry, where you've worked, where you work now, and we can get into it.
Okay. My name's Kira. I've worked as a bartender since I was 18, I think. I started at Monroe Golf Club, and I've worked at Perry's, Twisted Tap, Exchange, Essex.
I forgot you worked at Essex. I've seen
Yeah.
you there.
It was fun.
Kira really started bartending past my going out years. So
Yeah. No, I actually
you
started on Park Ave in the city at Public House.
I know, Public House. We always bring that up. Rest in peace, Public House. We miss you.
I do miss Public Home. No, but I was too young to bartend, so I did the door.
I remember that. And I've known you long enough now. I should probably change your name in my phone because it still says Kira Door Girl. So I have to update that because I know you much more now. And you've been my bartender multiple times now. All right, Sam, what about you?
I would say I've been bartending since I've been 19. I actually met Kira at Twisted Tap where I started bartending. I went to school at Niagara, so I bartended at Venue, Big Club. I came here, bartended at Studio, and then now I'm at Perry's also with Kira.
Everything came full circle.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, so Perry's got a great concept. You guys have actually, the last time Kira was my bartender there, because what we do a lot of our staff and stuff, when we have a big night, New Year's, parade day, whatever it is, everyone's up first thing in the morning to start drinking the next day. And I think we all came in to see you at Perry's after one of those nights, and we were hanging out. I actually was talking about doing something like this, and we're like, yeah, I want to be on the show. And
you were telling me about the initial idea.
Yeah, a while ago. Look at how far we've come. But no, Perry's is awesome. So you guys are more pizza, bar, football, and kind of all the above. I don't really hang out there much. How was it like working at Perry's? Do we like it?
Yeah, I mean,
love it. We
love it.
Yeah.
There's just a lot of regulars that come there. The same people come there almost every day. So you just have the old reliable there all the time. You get some strays here and there that are just people from off the streets in Rochester. You never know. You really can never expect the same thing every shift because something new will pop up here and there, you know?
You can't predict it.
It keeps you on your toes, and it does make it fun. You guys, I haven't been there in forever. Do you guys do a lot of takeout and stuff too, or do a lot of people like to sit at the bar? Is it family friendly? Is it a little bit of everything? Because Perry's has great food. That's what I remember.
It's it's everything at the same time. We have so many takeout orders, but we also have some dine in depending on the day. And then the bar, like Sam said, you can count on at least 9 people. At least. You're going to see in that night, and they're going to stay there for an hour and a half to 3 hours. You never know. But they are always there.
No, the food at restaurant bar style places is always great. It brings people in, they want to eat, but I think the bar is kind of what really gives it the character at each place. Because don't get me wrong, sometimes it's for better or for worse. It's the most fun, but at the same time, it's all right, listen, you've been here long enough. Maybe it's but the old reliables are good, and I can never put my finger on why people become regulars at certain bars, but I do think the staff has a lot to do with it. Once you kind of get comfortable hanging out with, if you're going to do a long stint at a bar, you should probably get to know your bartender a little bit, and it's kind of like you're hanging out with them, and then we get to hang out with you, and we make money. So that's all good stuff. But you guys work day shifts, night shifts, a little bit of both.
So I'm mainly the night shifts. I always work 5 to 11, Monday, Thursday, Friday, Sunday. Kira's kind of the opposite. We're a little bit of a switch off at Perry's.
Yeah, I bet you that might be. Is that by design? Because you guys shouldn't work together, or
No, I think we actually do really well together.
Okay.
For sure. But I think it's like I've been there for a long time. And after I started working at Twisted Tap and I met Sam, I was like, oh, she'll be perfect here. Like, she's going to love how chill it is. And also, like, the crowd will love her.
That's huge. Your bartenders do have a lot to do with like the kind of people that you bring into a place. You know what I mean? Like, they're always going to be like, well, I want to come in during their shifts, or like that's how you develop your regulars. And we have people that work for us that work other places. And I'm like, yeah, like they bring regulars from their other job over to the other, to the bar that they're working at somewhere else. And you kind of develop this cool cult following. And I think that like, that's really part of the fabric, and that's why it's tough when you got a place that if they run through a lot of employees and stuff. So you guys have been at Perry's for a while now.
I've been there for like coming up on 5 years, I think.
That's good. That's a good stint.
Yeah,
Wow.
it's
I've just been there since May. Like, Kira really brought me into the Perry's community.
Yeah.
Like, ever since then,
Perry's
my
just,
life has
like-
never been the same.
It's just really so different, though. Like, I love going to Magpie. I used to love Public House. That was my favorite bar.
Yeah.
And like Fairport, even the same. It's a completely different atmosphere at Perry's, I feel like.
Well, it's like a different style of bar. Like you kind of get the same, you probably get, have a lot of similarities in customers, but it's just these little things that make a bar so different. And it's also like your routine too. That you get to know the people, you get to know the layout of the bar, you get to know the vibe and what you're looking for in a shift. And you get those little things like, oh man, I think this shift's going to suck. It's going to be a little dead, or little something changes and you're like, okay, I'm in another gear. I think this is going to be a cool, fun shift. And when you get used to and like familiar with those things, that's why it's good when you have staff that sticks around for a while. And, you've been there 5 years and it seems like, Sam, you like it over there too.
I really like it. I think it's a place to stay. I have my committed people that I see every single shift that I'm there. And then I have the people who are just getting a takeout order and they're getting a beer while they're waiting. It doesn't matter who it is. Everyone wants to talk to me. Everyone wants to have a conversation. It's a great place.
Yeah. And that's people rely on bartenders for talk. Sometimes there's people like, I just got to get something off my chest, or I had a bad day, or I had a good day. I got promoted at work. And you kind of get a little bit of everything back there. You get everyone's stories. You get all of that stuff. And sometimes the difficult part is when you're having a shit day or you've got something going on outside of work and you got to check that shit at the door and then walk in and be like, no, tell me about you. Well, please tell me about you.
That's a hard one.
No,
Yeah.
it is.
I would have to say that's the toughest part about bartending is leaving it at the door when you walk into your shift.
Yes. And that's, those are the days when you maybe take a few extra shots with the customers throughout the shift just to push through and get through it.
So a little Jack Fire never hurt anyone.
Oh, yeah. Says the shot glass right in front of you right now.
Yes.
That's fun.
What Niagara, did you like working the more nightclubby style? And was it just also time of your life was different, or?
So I actually committed to play lacrosse at Niagara when I was 17, my junior year, when I was allowed to. And then I ended up getting an injury while I was there, and Buffalo is super close by, about a 30-minute drive. Niagara doesn't have much going on there, and Buffalo's super fun place. Bills community, shout out Bills, go Bills,
go Bills.
Love the fucking Bills. But anyways, I started working at Venue. I was younger at the time, about 19, and it was just, underage people can go there. They get an X on their hand. It's just a great place. The DJ is always awesome. Shout out Venue too. But yeah, I loved it. I definitely appreciate more of the dive bar scene now. Being older, I just feel like you can have more conversations. You can connect with the people who are there more. In a nightclub, you can't really do that. So it's kind of a different vibe, different scene. But you can appreciate the positives in both. So it's interesting.
You do kind of like, as you move through life and bartending or whatever it is, you do kind of like, the place, I feel like places people end up at they kind of evolve and grow with them. Like you kind of have the same place. It's like, okay, now listen, I kind of, my mentality where I'm at in life kind of aged out of this a little bit. Maybe I'm kind of more in the mood for this vibe. Or to have, if you work in multiple places, it's like, okay, some nights I can handle the nightclub. Some nights I want to do the dive bar. And you get a little bit of both worlds. Like I see like at a more of a bar, like, Magpie or a Perry's or something, you can hang out. And even if you're having a shit day, you can push through it. I feel like a nightclub will be a little bit harder because you can't escape the scene at all.
No,
you can't talk to anybody. You're just sitting there like, okay, I just got to grunt through this one and fucking get through it.
No, you should take a couple shots.
It's a very crowded place. Like it's completely different than what I'm used to now. I love being able to actually connect with people and know what their lives are about. When I was at venue, I couldn't really do that. But at
just
the same time,
faces and credit cards at that point.
Faces, credit cards, very fast. Like it's almost like it's like a lunch line. Like someone's in, someone's out. Next person's in, next person's out. Like it's crazy.
So, and Kira, you said you used to work the door at Public House. You never actually bartended for us, right?
No. I've been offered a few times, which I really am so sad I couldn't do it, but
it's all right. You're still. You
guys are my favorite bars, though.
Yeah, well, we've been around a while, so a lot of people between customers and employees kind of, you're there one way or the other. But you did the door at Public House. Have you done the door here for events before?
Yeah.
Okay. So I remember because Kira Door Girl at my phone. That's who I
used to knit. It was awesome.
Yeah. So the door is like the first line of defense before people actually get into the bar.
Yeah, the door was like fun for a long time. There's like its perks, but it's crazy to be like fast. That was the most thing that I was scared about doing it when I was doing the door was like, can I put these people through the line as fast so it's not as long?
Well, it also, it depends on them too, because especially at the door, whether you're a bouncer or working the door, collecting money, it's everyone's like, well, not me though. I don't have to pay, right? I'm like, who the fuck are you? What are you talking about?
Yeah.
Because I do parade day here for 19 fucking hours and it's a nightmare. And everyone thinks that they're the exception to pay.
Right.
And did we have Apple Pay and stuff back at the door?
No, not when I was doing it.
We do now. So
it was just wristbands and cash.
Yeah.
And like people would try to give me like $20 to get like 4 of their friends in. And they were like, just pocket the other 10. I was like, you can give me a 50 and like tip me $10, but like your friends have to pay. I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah.
Like nowadays you have to be like, all right, we accept Venmo, Cash App, Apple Pay, all the fuck.
It's crazy.
Well, it took us we eventually, it's been a couple of years now since we had it, but like it took us a while to catch up to that. So I used to catch people all the time trying to like order and then be like, oh, do you accept Apple Pay? I'm like, you were really hoping I was going to say no and I was going to give you those drinks for free, but fuck you, because yes, we do accept Apple Pay. So I will charge. And plus, as the generations get older, like at Murphy's here, like in that foyer, people had to go use the ATM because we didn't have a credit card reader or Apple Pay at the front. Then they cause a huge traffic jam at the front door trying to figure out the ATMs. Oh, it's awful. Yeah, we don't deal with that anymore. Thank God.
I know.
Yeah, that's nice. You have the like handheld thing?
It's just like a thing, like they just give me their phone and I just tap it right on the thing. It's like, we call it a puck. Actually, it's probably one back here. So,
but then you always get that person who's like sus about you holding their phone.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, like.
I get nervous about that.
Tell.
Yeah. It's like, all right, the assistant's right here. I'm right in front of you. Like when I'm bartending, it's harder to use a phone for me because I got to turn around and I'm moving fast when I'm busy. And I also would try to make sure I hand them back the phone instead of throwing it on a potentially wet bar because I don't want to deal with that shit. But it's the cash thing has kind of gone backwards a little bit. Did you what venue was that? Something else before that?
I don't know what it was called.
That's what I used to hang out at.
But yes, there was a club there
Lux?
before venue. It started with an L.
Yeah.
I don't think it was Lux, but it did start with an L.
Yeah, I used to go there.
But yeah,
outside of-
2-story bar. There was like crows there. I would be bartending. Look out! Some girl twerking on the crows, like absolutely going insane. Like you would just see just crazy stuff every night. I would never have a night where I wouldn't go entertain.
That's got to be a weird, like, I've never worked in an event like a space like that, but like I can't imagine all that chaos going on. And then when it's over, like the lights
turning on and everyone being caught in
you're like,
lights. And
you weren't supposed to see me like this.
And I'm just like, dude, I've been watching.
Yeah, I've been watching
the time. Like,
you're not lost in a sea of people. We fucking see everything. And guess what? We talk shit about you the second you leave. Like, did you see that fucking thing?
Yeah.
I can't believe
see that guy with his wife looking out for other people, like with the fucking pineapple tattoos on their back. Like, insane.
God damn. It's crazy. No, it's craziness out there, man. It's wild. I can't. That's too much for me. I used to partake in the club scene, but couldn't work in it.
Why? We're always one or the other. Like, it's.
So, do you guys serve tables too at Perry's, or do you guys kind of is there servers on, or is it a little bit of everything?
Well, we have like a server for the back, and then we have like the bar, which is like I think it's like 18 or 17 seats, unless they like squeeze, and then we have 6 tables.
Do your bar patrons ever get mad if you like leave the bar to go service a table or anything? Because sometimes regulars. I mean that we talk about this all the time. The self-anointed regulars that like, oh, I come here all the time and you shall do this for me. Yeah. Like they're not really regulars. They just think they are, but they get mad when you don't give them attention. And
our regulars are like very well trained.
Yeah, well trained. All right, well trained.
So I'm gonna be serious.
Yeah. That's like the perfect description for them. Actually.
Yeah, no, they're like they just understand the vibe of us girls. Like all of the girls at Perry's, we all have the same kind of like, we love you, we appreciate you, we're so glad you're here. You can have whatever you want, but you're gonna listen to us. And if like we need 5 minutes, like you're gonna be fine for 5 minutes, and that's that.
That's important. That's important.
And those are the regulars we love.
Yeah. There will be times where you have to ditch the bar, go and serve a table, bring over 15 shots to the middle table in the back of the bar. Mm-hmm. But like you have your regulars that are there, they have their drink, you know what they want at all times because they order the same thing every single time that they're in.
My thing with regulars is ready. Like that's the only thing, and that's I know what they want, and that's what's gonna happen. And it's not even like, would you like another this? Would you like another that? It's just ready. Yeah, okay, there we go. And I try to squeeze in, regulars all the time. I know we've been around a while, so like you kind of get these generations that come through, and it's like, oh, I get these people that are newer to like Magpie, like, oh, like he's giving those guys. Well, the regulars do get a little extra special care and attention.
100%.
I mean, they fucking earned it. They paid their dues. They've paid my bills. They can do a little bit more than you can, man.
Seriously, that's like I love them as people, but also it's like guaranteed 20. You're getting a vodka soda, like guaranteed 1.
Yeah, like guaranteed. That's a strong word.
Yeah, you guys are just getting a little more love.
No, and you hook up regular. It's a give and take situation, and just like anything else in life, you got to pay to play a little bit. And you guys, that is the one place you guys work now.
Yeah, that's the only like bar I work at now. I used to work at B-Side in Fairport. Fairport's like a totally different crowd than anything I've ever experienced out here. Like, I worked at like Monroe Golf Club. Difference of people, but like Fairport is just so nice, so kind, so fun. Love them. But it's so different than serving in Rochester.
I would imagine, and that's even if it's not worse, like we talk about, like the bartender's got to fit the bar and fit everything else. Like there's some people that are like, hey, I work for you or I work for your family over here. Could you put me on? I'm like, I don't know. Some people just don't fit in certain situations.
Yeah.
Like I'm not gonna. For me, I'm so old and integrated into what I do. Even when I work on the wrong register at Magpie, I feel like I'm in a different world.
Yeah.
So I can't imagine really working anywhere else. Did you like Did you like working at the golf club? What'd you do there?
That was like my first bartending job. We started at like the turn bar is what they called it at Monroe. Mm-hmm. So it was like the outside bar when you were rounding 9 and you would come up and like get your drink. I mean, now I play golf. I didn't at the time, so I get it. But like the crowd there was so nice, very kind, very generous
Good.
in a sense.
That's
And
always
like all the people I worked with that worked there for like years. So it didn't really matter to them. They knew everyone and I didn't know anyone. And they were like, oh, like be really nice to this person. Like this person's really nice. Like be nice to them. But like this person's really nice.
yeah.
You know?
The industry like
This guy's really, really
super duper extra
Yeah.
special. Nice.
and it was a weird environment. And like when you're a young girl working at a golf club, like
Yeah.
I play golf. I love golf. I love a lot of the people I randomly play with, but sometimes the vibe is a little different with
Yeah.
the regulars. It's like, okay.
I didn't even say this before, but I did bev karting at Midvale.
Oh,
So
yeah? It's right
I
around the corner
also
from my
kind
house.
of experienced that a little bit.
How did you like doing that?
I loved it. I mean, you get to ride around by yourself all day. What more can you ask for in the
Yeah.
summer? Being outside
be outside making money.
24/7. Yeah,
Mhm.
making money. You would hand some a beer. They would give you $20 as a tip. Like, fuck, I'm doing nothing.
Yeah. No, that's awesome.
It's great.
Because
yeah.
I mean, from the other side, I've always golfed, and I'm like, man, I feel like I've been out with some guys that are like, I might do that. You're that golf cart girl's gonna fucking hate you. But you got to tell people like, listen, you can't flag her down and harass her. She's giving you drinks.
Hey, I
But
mean,
you guys got to have thick skin for that a little bit, I'm sure.
100%.
you get that one guy that you see at the start of your shift. He gives you $20 right off the bat before you even give him a drink, and he's like, "Catch me, whatever hole I'm at. As soon as you see me, I want another drink."
Yeah,
Mhm.
that's good to know. Like you're coming by. But what a cool concept. I wish we could do that like in life. Like people just drove around. giving drinks.
Seriously.
No, literally, like anywhere you're at work, someone drives
Just
up.
drives by. I'm outside. Hear a little golf court horn. No,
John, are you good?
Yeah. You want another one?
No, because I've taught like I want to have more people from like country clubs and stuff and just see what the different vibe is. Because I know there's different things. Like you got to put things on. If it's a private place, you got to put things on accounts. And
Yeah.
some people, some places don't. They frown upon tipping. Which if you're from the service industry, I don't care if I'm not supposed to tip you. You're fucking getting tipped
Exactly.
all the time. Like
I just had that conversation with someone the other day because I was at Perry's, actually, mind you. I have this guy, I don't know. I'm going to talk about this, but I have this guy who comes in every week. He comes in, he tells other people, he brings other people in, he tells them it's his favorite bar to go to. I see him every single Sunday, like no doubt every Sunday he's in. He works at DeBella's. He's a server there as well. This guy has never tipped me a single cent since I have met him. Not a single cent.
Wait,
That
I know who
is
you're
the
talking
worst.
about.
Yeah,
Yeah, it
because
doesn't take-
I actually talked to, she's one of Kira's like best friends the other day. I talked to her about it. I go, should I say something to him? Like, I don't know. I serve him every week. I'm so kind to him. I asked him how his day was. I give him his drink every time. I know what IPA he wants, and never a single cent. So it's been 4 months now, mind you. 4 months.
Oh, you're tracking this.
Yeah, 4 months of no tips. So last Sunday, I went up to him. He was at a booth. I didn't want to go up to him at the bar when there was other people there. I didn't want to disrespect him.
See, that's good. That's something that you
Yeah.
in the industry that you can't teach. Like that would be So
Exactly. I wanted to show him respect. I wanted to show him that I care about him. I care about him as a person. So I went up to him at his table. His friend went to the bathroom. He was alone at the table. And I said, hey, you're in the service industry. You're at DeBella's. Like, I know you work there. There's just a certain respect that comes with when you serve someone a drink, when you give them service, when they're nice to you, when they ask about your day, like, you tip them. I'm not expecting anything crazy from you, sir. Like, I'm
sometimes
telling
it's
you.
the principle as much as it's the amount.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like, even $1. Like,
Just to
I
show
would
that
be
you're
so,
thinking. To
I
make
would
the
be
effort.
so happy. I would be so grateful over $1. And he said, I completely respect you. I respect that you came up to me. Like, I'm so happy that you just talked to me about it here when I'm alone. Guess what he tipped me? $10 that night. $10.
He covered the last out of was that for the amount
Yeah,
of the bill?
so
Is
that
okay?
would have to go. That would cover like 2 months of the time that he came there. So next time, if he tips me $10, he's covered.
He's covered.
completely.
Yeah. So if you are listening to this at the Bellas, we fucking know who you are. and
Yeah,
make sure
we
you
know
tip.
who you are.
No, because I've had people that like I've had people that either tell me like I'm in the industry, no big deal, and don't tip well, or people that I know are in
That's
the
the
service
worst.
industry
I
that don't
just-
tip well. I'm like,
Yeah.
come on, man, like you're I'm not going to say anything. Like what I've gotten to a point in my life where I'm just like, all right, that just tells me something about you. And I don't know you that personally, but that is a character trait, like how you treat people in the service industry. And listen, if you get shitty service and the person's an asshole, leave the bare minimum. Or if it's like egregiously bad where you got to fucking leave, that's fine. But, that is, especially if you're in the industry, it's bad enough if you're just a person out there, but especially for the industry. I think some of that might come from, this is just me being a little bartender conspiracy theorist, is that everyone wants tips for everything now. And I kind of feel like serving and bartending was, valeting or something like that was really the only place where that was like, this is the social standard is the tip because we make shit hourly wage. But I think now there's a tipping prompt on every single place you go. I always fall for the tipping prompt because I'm in the tipping industry. So like, I'm like, fuck, like there's no reason for me to tip you, but I just, on moral high ground, like I have to tip you. But I do think that maybe there's a little bit of tipping fatigue in the world, maybe.
100%.
I would say, yeah. I mean, it comes with the economy right now, like just everything. But
if you're getting paid minimum wage, like I shouldn't have to tip you at like a retail store.
I don't totally think people know how much we get paid minimum wage, if I'm being honest.
Definitely
like, I don't think
not,
they know that we get paid, $9 an hour? Like, I'm a bartender. I think I only get paid $9-10
Well, then, plus, then you got also, how many tips you're claiming and everything else. And that's all, adjusted for everything. And, that's why, we've always, bartenders ask them, cash is always king.
Cash is king.
We love our cash.
Love cash. And I
can't say that.
I repeat, we love cash.
Cash is king.
But now we got the younger generation coming out, everything's Apple Pay cards. And, and I've had people ask me, like, do you take cash? I go, always. Yes, always, always. And then I do respect that people are like, do you care if I use my card? I'm like, you can use whatever you want. But,
I do. Yeah, I get it 100%, especially where like you are at Magpie and stuff working there. Half of them are like college kids. I mean, I lose my debit card all the time.
Yeah.
So
been there.
It's on my Apple Pay. It's easy. I always have cash because I'm a bartender. But if I wasn't, I wouldn't go to the bank.
No.
I would never do that.
I wouldn't be surprised if half of those kids don't know where their bank is.
Yeah,
exactly.
Right.
Because I do watch like the younger generation like fumble with cash. Like they don't understand how to handle it. Like, because it's just like everything's on my phone. I don't know why I would need to do this.
Yeah.
I actually don't even know why I have a wallet.
Most of the younger generation doesn't even have a wallet. I have an 18-year-old brother. He doesn't even have a wallet. They keep their credit cards in their phone case, in the back of their phone case.
It's actually smart because it's like, well, I'm not going to lose my phone. I mean, people do lose their phones, don't get me wrong, but it's probably the least likely thing you're going to lose.
Exactly.
And like me, at my wallet, I have like my license and credit cards and all the other shit in there. But for the most part, my wallet is just something for me to clean out every 2 months. I'm like, why did I put all these business cards or these rewards cards for the coffee shop that I would never remember to give them anyways?
I love those.
Yeah. I have one. There's a place I go to in my office downstairs almost every day for at the very least, like a hot tea or something. And I have a rewards card up in my office that I just don't remember to bring it with me because I don't want to just have it on me. And I never remember to go to my office first and get it. And I go there every day. I have one thing marked off.
No, literally. I go to Body Fuel probably like 3 times a week, and they have a points card there. I have 1 star on it. I've never gotten that filled out like once.
You know what you should do is go in and go to the Bellas, and I'm sure yours will get.
Oh, yeah. All of it's
I'll pay you in rewards points.
But yeah, I love those guys though.
No,
I know back, but I
know that Kira knows who I'm talking about.
I do, but they're so kind to me.
I know, they're so nice.
Tougher. You're like, I'm trying to give you the benefit of the doubt. 4 months is a long time.
I know, but when you serve them every single week, it starts to get like at you where you're like, did I do something?
Yeah.
Why are they not tipping me? Like, it's more like
you can make me
it's
mad,
like attacking your soul.
Yeah, you can make me mad, but do not make me insecure because I
exactly. Like I'm like, damn, what am I doing wrong?
And that is part of it, and you have to find a way. Like I still like, it's always a gut shot to not get a tip or get a shitty tip or $1 on 58, or whatever. But like the way I've been trying to approach it is like, you know what, be so fucking good that they have to tip you. You know, do it.
Yeah.
Try a little different technique, or you know, tell it. You know, crack a joke or do something. And it's like it almost becomes like a challenge.
No, it's like a game.
Yeah.
Like you're like, how many points can I get?
Yeah. Yeah. Because if you don't start tipping me, I'm going to start drinking, and now the money I make from everyone else is going back in the register to pay for my fucking tab.
It is hard for us though, like not because we just like live, breathe, die Perry's, but like it's the flow of traffic we have in that place is just every walk of life comes into Perry's.
Yeah.
Like actually every walk of life. It's insane. And it's like daily. Like people that order pizza, they do it like once a week for the most part. And like we have their names in the system. We have everything like there. And like even the homeless people, they know that they can come to us and like we have food and like whatever. They'll come hang out, or they'll get like a $3 shot or like a $3 Coors Banquet.
Well, you're saying this, like we give free slices to cops in Rochester.
RPD,
like,
yeah.
We love them. Like go RPD. Like
You guys-
anytime you come in, we'll supply you with your dinner.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
I'm
go
gonna-
RPD.
I'm going to text one of my RPD buddies, like, can I go on a ride along on a day when you're going to get
Exactly.
pizza?
Like
Just call me a deputy. That's awesome. And that's good. And we actually, the show that we shot last night, we talked about a lot about like your supporting your community, and like the bars do have a role in that.
Yeah, 100%.
Like the people you meet and your other neighboring businesses and your regulars, the RPD, whatever it ends up being, like it's you're a more integral part of the community than people really think.
Mhm.
And the bond you make with people, like you guys met each other bartending, and you guys, you know,
Right.
watching you guys, like, oh, we're like best friends. And like, yeah, that's great. You know, you meet a lot of people that way, and that translates through the bar a lot. And, you know, a lot of people, especially people that don't go out, I think just think it's all debauchery, which don't get me wrong. There's
Mhm.
fucking plenty of that. It's par for the course. It is the nature of the business, but there are more layers to it that I don't think, you know, they'll never be the things that people talk about. It's always going to be the crazy stories that you're going to hear coming out of a
Right.
bar. And whether that's something happens out in the city and it's by the bar area or anything else, that's the kind of stuff that most people end up talking about. But it is a lot deeper than that. You do get to know people get to know you, and it's very important to have trust in your community, and
100%.
where you're like, hey, I feel like this is a place I can stop by if I got $4 in my pocket, or
right.
you know,
Exactly.
Magpie, we never close, never open 365 till 2 a.m., no matter what. And people know us for that. Like they'll be like, my one buddy got off of a long train ride home from New York City. He lives down the street, and he showed up at 1:55. He goes, oh, I just love you guys so much. He goes, that was the worst train ride ever.
Yeah.
He was on a train for 8 hours,
Mhm.
and he's like, shot in a beer. I knew you guys would be open. I'm like, yep, that's kind of what we're here for. And you kind of become part of people's
Routine.
their routine.
Yeah.
And it's a part of their life as much as anything else,
Mhm.
for better or for worse. But we play a little bit of a bigger role than just serving drinks.
Exactly. Not to get shallow or anything, but like, should we talk about our crazy stories at Perry?
No.
This is
Dude.
a full.
Because we appreciate our regulars and like anyone who comes in, like we do anything for our community, but like we also have these crazy stories that just happen. Before I
Lay 'em on me.
was even working at Perry's. I didn't even start working there yet. I went to visit Kira one night. We go outside to her car. She starts it because we were going to have some extracurricular activities in it after the night. And we walk outside after she just closes up the bar. Her car isn't there anymore. It's gone.
I think I heard this
It's
story.
completely gone, actually. Yeah. So parking lot's empty. Like, we don't know what to do. Kira, why don't you continue the story?
Okay. Well, the craziest part about this story is Luke, our dishwasher. Shout out Luke, love him. He's the
Love.
best bar back I've ever had in my life. I've never had another one, but he's great. And Luke and Sam were like, oh, let's all go start our cars. Mind you, they have nicer cars than mine. They remote start. So I was like, whatever. I go out and put my key in my car. We all come back in. It's Luke, me, Sam. We're all parked right under the camera. And we're all like, okay, we're going to go hang out in the car. It's fine. I walk out and I'm like, all right, my car started. Open the door. Like, haha, Luke, where's my car? He was like, what do you mean? I was like, I parked it right in between you guys. Where's my car? Gone. He thought I was kidding. I thought he was kidding. Car stolen. Flash forward an hour and a half. RPD doesn't come. I'm like, where's my car?
Where's my car? I give you guys pizza.
No, we gave you free slices. Like, what's going on?
They call me back, RPD. They're like, oh, we're really busy tonight. Like, so sorry. We'll report it. Everything's fine. I'm like, okay, I'm going to go home. Larry picks me up. I go home. I wake up. My parents call me. They're like, the county sheriffs are at your house. I'm like, what's going on? Your car is parked at the fire department and no one will pick it up. And I was like, well, I didn't park it there. Like, it was stolen last
Yeah.
night. Like, I haven't had it in so long.
It's not we found your car. Your car found us, and someone needs to come take it away again.
Yeah. So the Brighton police officer, God bless this woman's soul, she was so sweet to me. She came into Perry's because I was working, and she was like, here are your car keys. And I was like, thank you. Like, is anything out of my car? She's like, no, like all of your ski equipment, the bottle of Jack Fire, the bottle of cocktail, the $400 in your middle console, everything's there. I was like, awesome.
Yeah.
Like, actually awesome.
Like,
So
if
fun.
it wasn't your car, it would be fun.
I'm telling you, it would still be funny if it wasn't the happy ending that it was, but it's funnier because nothing was missing. Like,
Exactly.
the craziest part is I wanted it to be stolen by like the Kia boys, not shout out, but like the Kia boys in Rochester are different. And I was like, oh, word. And then the cop came with her like friend.
just
and
give
was
me
like,
let's leave the Jack
like-
Fire and Crown Royal and take the car.
That
Yeah.
insurance
and my ski
claim, though,
equipment,
like,
that was the craziest part.
Yeah.
Like, that was probably worth more than anything, and everything was fine. But I found the footage from Perry's after going through the night, and it was some, like, old dude. I'm imagining him being just, like, hammered, stumbling from Doctor's Inn down to Perry's and thinking it's the same parking lot, and just walking in my car and being like, yeah.
Oh man, and just he dropped it off at the fire department like it was like an unwanted baby. He was like, here's
Yeah.
I'm just gonna leave this on the firefighter's doorstep.
someone please
Yeah.
take care of this situation.
I'll give you
for me.
$400 cash, ski equipment, and alcohol if you just take this off my hands.
He also drove, like, 97 miles in my car.
Man, he was lost
Yeah.
too on top of that.
Yeah.
I bet you. I wonder if he like came to in the driver's seat. Like, how do I get out of this without being arrested?
Yeah.
I think my mom says that, like, if you saw the video, I can show you after, but it's like this, he looks like Santa Claus, like dead ass, like white hair, long white beard, and he just like kind of fatly hobbles to the car. Like, it was
That's
insane.
Funny. That's it. That
And
is
it was
funny.
it was snowing. It was a blizzard outside. So my
Have you-
mom just says that it was like his wife woke up in the morning. And
You
was
wake
like,
up and all
whose
of your
car is that?
all of your own shit is under the tree in your living room.
Yeah.
You're like,
Turns it all to you.
wait, like,
It's like a new car in my driveway.
So to segment out of that, now I don't know if you guys. This is a buddy of mine, David Gunning. He's an actor and author. He sent me these books. This is the Bartender's Guide to Douchebag Customers.
Oh, God.
perfect. We're gonna need to read this.
Oh yeah, that is the idea, and all of these have different. So when you talk about how we've said like you're talking about the Bella's Guide, you just have like those characteristics, and they're like, oh yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. This book is just full of those customers, and we are going to talk today. We'll talk about. So today we're going to talk about the grease ball.
Oh, God.
I don't even want to know.
On the douche-meter, he's an infinite douche, and the meter cannot measure such levels of douche. His preferred drinks are green tea shots, Jaeger bombs, more shots, and glasses of HGH. His opening dialogue is, "How you doing?" The bartenders. Okay, well, I'm not going to get all of that, but you guys have, you know who this guy is in general. Do we have these at some of the bars that you've worked at?
We were actually just discussing this earlier. So me and Kira got dinner together before the podcast tonight. And we were talking about how grown men just comment on our appearances out of nowhere.
Yeah.
And like, we would like to discuss that because it's more like just the younger community, female in bartending. You just submit yourself to all of this just judging on any sort of person. And it can be anyone who might have not stepped in the gym for possibly 3 years before that.
And just taking a swim.
Or they're on a
like,
lot of steroids.
yeah, it can range from any sort of that degree. And they just come in the bar and they're like, wow, you're so skinny. What do you have to be a size 0 to work here? And it's just crazy because it's like, that's the same thing as me saying, wow, you are so fat. Like, it's just like, I don't even know. Like,
Take you an hour to get up the stairs to get here?
Exactly. And it's just like, you just have to soak it, move on with your day.
And you
What
think
do you want to drink?
Exactly.
Is your point there that like men will just walk up and just think because of your profession that it is appropriate or that is somehow a way to further a conversation with you?
I mean, I don't want to sound like I'm like some sort of like crazy feminist in any way whatsoever, but like we do just have guys come up to us who think that they can say anything about us and like
That's acceptable because
and
you're in
it's
the bar.
acceptable and we just have to soak it because we're behind the bar and we're giving them service.
And
But
they're
it's just
tipping
like,
us.
and they're tipping us,
That's
so we
sick.
have to be nice to them either way. But it's just more like, what if I actually said like what I wanted to say back in return?
So there's like confines that you're in jail there. You got to take it. You got to do this. You're getting paid. And it's like that. There's certain things where just the money doesn't matter anymore.
Yeah.
And you
Oh
got
no, I straight up tell these guys like, fuck you. I don't even care. I'll be like, I'm not serving you. I mean, the luxury of Paris is like, I can say I'm not going to serve you. And then like our phone person can serve them if they're over the age of 18.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yeah, I'm not dealing with you.
No, that's good to
Fuck
have that because
you.
we've talked to people that are like, I worked at this really nice yacht club. And I'm like, so they have these weird different like parameters.
Mhm.
And that's why a bar like, like that we work at where you can just be like, get the fuck out of here. Go fuck yourself. I don't
Yeah.
care. And you're not getting service here because there are people like, you have people that are assholes like, well, I spend bad money here. I'm like, that does like a customer that spends a lot of money isn't just designated a good customer because a good customer doesn't, listen, if you're interested in someone that works at a bar, you go in, you visit them on their shifts, you get to know them. And if you want to be polite about it, then okay, take a shot.
Yeah.
But just because you're like, oh, I work here, so this automatically means that you have the green light to do and say whatever you want and, take the humanity side out of what I'm doing, then go fuck yourself.
Exactly.
We, especially our female staff, we go out of our way to make sure that they feel protected and comfortable. Or when I work with a girl on Saturday, she's like, this guy's creeped me out. I'll go over there. And I love it. Sometimes I'll make sure I time it so when they're not looking. And then all of a sudden that girl's gone. They turn around like, big beard. Hey, what can I get for you, man? What's going on down here? And they're quiet. But it's, at least you guys, a lot of us, we rely on regulars and other staff that's out hanging out.
100%.
Yeah. It's like, we always call it like, you rally the troops if, someone's being a dick. And plus, for the most part, most people are there to have a good time. And that kind of mentality can bleed into a whole bar. Like everyone's like, get this fucking douche out of here. Like no one wants to deal with him. And I do feel for the ladies. It's a tough one out there to work. And a lot of times just to be in a bar. I see that a lot. Like we're just like, I got to intervene a little bit if like this, the girls just want to hang out and have their own night. And guys think, well, because we're at the same bar and I bought you a shot and you accepted, that automatically there's these terms and conditions that you have to abide by.
Yeah.
Right. I feel like that's the problem too, is like people don't understand that like a guy bartender could be back here and experience the same thing from like, not to classify anything, but like an older class of women, like maybe they're saying inappropriate things. Like that can make anyone uncomfortable. It doesn't matter who you are. It's just weird.
Yeah.
You're not going to walk by someone on the street and be like, oh, your sweater makes you look frumpy. Like, you're not going to do that.
No.
Don't do that to me as your bartender. You don't know me. I don't know you, but I want you to have a good time initially. And you should want me to have a good time.
Right.
Like, that's the process of it all.
Hanging out at a bar is an experience. And if you're just going to throw wrenches and, in the works here, it's just not going to work. And it's 100% true. Like the etiquette of society doesn't go out the window when you step into a,
right.
And there's things like you said that it wouldn't be acceptable anywhere else.
Yeah.
Like you can't say, go fuck yourself, like in an elevator standing next to somebody.
Exactly.
But it's like that it doesn't, like the bar isn't, even when you said like, yeah, we see what's going on here. Like you're not hidden in there because there's a lot of other people around. You're actually more on display to a lot of people.
100%.
People don't want to be around people like that, especially when they're out having a good time.
And one thing I can say about like Perry's is me and Kira have those regulars there though that would take a bullet for us.
Oh, yeah.
Like
100%.
every single day would do anything to make sure we are okay. And I always have at least one person at the bar who would do
100%.
that for us. And it's so kind, it's so nice, it's so comforting. And just every day you always know that you're gonna be fine either way. And they just laugh at the people who do stuff like that. And I do too at that point because I'm just like, oh, I know I got my guy down the bar who's just going to be like, what the fuck are you saying?
Yeah, right. This isn't, but that's another thing too. Like, you're in a group of people. Like, you're just not going to act like that. And everyone's going to be like, well, we're not going to do anything about it. We're the same way. Regulars or staff that's out drinking, if someone's having a problem at the bar and there's someone there, we don't make it an issue, but, 5 or 6 people will show up and kind of at least show that, hey, we're here hanging out with this bartender. Like, this isn't a one-on-one confrontation anymore. Like, there's other people around. It's a crazy world out there. You know what people do, especially when they're drinking all night.
Yeah.
So make sure, everyone, you treat your bartenders with respect. We're out there trying to make sure, like Kira said, that you have a good time, that we serve and we host you, and that you go home and you remember that even if you did it 5 other times that week, that you had a good night. And that is really, our goal.
I was just going to say, like, you guys want to have a good night. I want to have a good night. But also maybe if I'm not having a good night, maybe I just want to make you laugh about, like, what I'm going through, or like I'm crashing out behind the bar, but it's like funny to you. I never want it to be like, oh, I'm being an asshole because I'm just in a bad mood. It's always like, oh, I'm being an asshole or I'm being insane behind this bar because something's going on.
Yeah.
Like,
is going on.
I might not always be like that. Like, your bartenders aren't the same person every single time you see them. We also live our day to day.
Yeah.
Like,
absolutely. It's a good point. I don't think a lot of people realize that.
yeah. Like, we have different things. Like, you come into every shift and you're like, yes, I want this to be the best thing ever. I'm going to make so much money. But sometimes it's like, holy fuck.
Yeah,
I don't want to come into this shift.
Yeah.
Like,
Speaking of that, last night I get into my shift at Perry's and all of a sudden everything is going wrong. I start bartending someone. My server comes up to me. She's like, someone needs you to move your car in the front. I walk outside. I'm like, I'm pretty sure my car is as far as it can be in the parking lot spot that it's in. Walk outside. This girl is in a U-Haul with an entire trailer attached to the back with another car on it.
Holy fuck.
If you've ever seen the Perry's parking lot, it's very small.
It is. There's maneuvering involved.
So I'm like, I'm not quite sure my car is the problem here.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it might be your U-Haul with the entire trailer attached to the
Try
back.
the truck stop down the street, 'cause that's the only place.
I'm like, I don't know if you should have pulled in this parking lot in the first place. But anyways, I move my car up. I try to move it out of the way. I'm backing up. My regulars are trying to pull in the parking lot at the same time. They're honking at me. I get out of my car. I'm like, guys, it's me. 1 second. I just need to move my car.
Yeah, you see this fucking U-Haul?
Yeah,
It's
so this fucking U-Haul with the entire trailer and the car attached to it can get out of its spot.
They just really want a slice of pizza and inconvenience everybody else.
Yeah. So they're like, oh, my bad. I'll back out now. They back out, pull into another spot. I finally get in my spot. The U-Haul ends up going the opposite direction, not even pulling in the direction that my car's in.
There's got to be higher qualifications to have a U-Haul. The U-Haul.
No, I was
be an
like,
IQ test and a separate driver's test.
like, who are we giving U-Hauls to nowadays?
You got to be able to pull into the Perry's parking lot without asking anyone to move their car in order to be able to drive a fucking U-Haul.
Insane.
No one would ever have U-Hauls again.
Like, honestly, after yesterday, and I walk inside so pissed. I'm like, oh my God. Like, I moved my car for no fucking reason. Like, whatever. Continue about my day. I'm serving drinks here and there. 4 kegs fucking break on me, absolutely splash in my face. I'm going downstairs. I'm changing the kegs, this and that. I don't have any bar back last night. Come back upstairs.
Luke, where were you?
I close up for the night. It's 11:30 p.m., Monday night football, whatever. Walk downstairs to get my restock for the night. The whole entire keg room is flooded. The entire keg room is absolutely flooded up to my ankles.
Was it
I don't know what
bad?
to do. It was that bad. Yeah. I send Kira a picture. I'm like, dude, I don't know what to do. What do I do?
That is, and sometimes it's just not your fucking day.
It's just not your day.
It's just
like,
not your
one
bottom
thing
line.
will go wrong. Another thing.
And
After
you
that.
get so like you're so like your senses get so heightened when like one little thing goes wrong, and you're like, that was just one.
Oh, you want to
And then-
fucking
then it
vodka
starts
soda?
snowballing. You're like, it's gonna be one of those, and you just got to throw your hands up. Like, we're gonna go to bed and try it again tomorrow because today just sucked. Even when you have, and it's terrible when you have good customers and your night's going to shit behind the
Yep.
bar, but it's not stuff that
Yes.
they see. So they're like, man, we're all having fun. I'm like, I'm trying so hard to have fun
Yeah.
with you. But
They're like, take another shot. I'm like, I'm sorry. A keg just absolutely exploded on my face for 2 minutes
Yeah.
straight.
Are you
didn't
gonna
see that.
come upstairs with scuba gear on. Sorry, I was
Yeah.
downstairs changing a keg. No, but those are the things, man, and it does piss you off. You just got to grunt through them and get through them, and that's all you can do. And just
Mhm.
hope that you don't, like you said, crash out and take
Crash out.
take it out on one of your customers.
No, I'm a crash out bartender.
we
For
have-
lack of better word.
Everyone has a bad day at the office. Everyone has a bad night at the bar. It fucking happens, and it sucks. But we just show up and try to do it again.
Yeah, for the regulars,
For the
No, and we love it every day. Like, no matter if my day is fucking shit, a keg explodes on me. I have to move my car because of a U-Haul in the parking lot. I still find at least fucking 4 reasons during the night that, like, my day is great. Like, I made someone's life better, this and that.
Mm.
Like, every single night, like, I find some reason to be happy about my day. And,
Mhm.
like, that's the one thing I take from bartending every time. Like, you change someone's life in a way.
Right.
Absolutely. We've been there for people on their on their best and their worst days. We've been a part of a lot of good and bad days in people's lives, and you remember those, and hopefully they do too. And everyone gets to take a little something positive with them
Yeah,
on the way.
100%.
Oh, guys, thank you so much for joining me tonight on this episode. It's been a great talk and revisiting our local shout out, Refresh Smoothie Bar. Make sure you guys all check out one of their locations, courtesy of our friends over at Refresh Smoothie Bar. You guys each have a little gift card coming your way.
I actually love this
Oh my
place.
God,
Not to
I'm
even
so
promote, but I'm a coffee lover's dream slut.
Yeah.
So-
Well, thank you to Blair and her team for the Refresh gift cards. They are our local shout out. Make sure you go and visit any one of their many locations in the area. You will not be disappointed. And Kira and Sam, thank you guys so much for hanging out tonight. Great talk, another great episode. And everybody, thank you for tuning in at this episode of Behind the Pie Podcast. We will see you next time. Cheers.